to say this to you. Fuck you, Max. And that's why I nutted in your shower right before the podcast.
Well.
Savage in the sanctuary. Everybody's getting buried.
I recorded on the wrong thing. Now we're live. We're recording.
On gallery?
On gallery.
1. Oh, wait. 3.
2.
Jarren.
Another beautiful episode.
You forgot 1.
Anyway, another beautiful episode of
One Jewish guy.
One true black God, one Jewish guy, and one devil. White devil.
Yeah. Look at the hat. I'm ready.
One white devil that all he wants to do is murder everybody in society that's not Aryan.
That's what he speaks of at night.
Dude, in my sleep, I sleep talking Aryan.
Yo, you don't even sleep with sheets. You put the sheets on your fucking head.
I found a fucking white hood thing in his room.
Yeah, I know you're part of the
No, I have gray sheets, not white sheets.
Like, that's my cum catcher. That's what I...
Yeah. No, I don't do white. I do gray. I do have gray sheets.
Oh, that's the fucking progressive KKK.
Yeah.
I see y'all.
Did y'all see that Bubba Wallace shit, the NASCAR driver?
Yeah, I really want to just talk to some hateful ass white person. Just like, what is the fucking like?
It wasn't really there for him. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that, which is weird too.
What was it for?
It's been there. They found like evidence that it had been there for like a year.
Even outside. I just want to know like, why do they want to hold on to this hate shit? Like,
it's NASCAR.
I know it's NASCAR. I'm just talking.
All your fans are NASCAR fans, so we should move on.
Fuck my fans who are NASCAR. I like NASCAR too. So I remember watching this.
You don't like NASCAR.
Bro, I remember watching this documentary. MTV used to do those docu-series, and they did one on NASCAR. I said this on other podcasts, but I remember this. That's funny how. Anyway, so I remember this dude was like, NASCAR is not for niggers on the documentary. So.
Was it an official documentary, or was it just like a YouTube thing?
No, it was an MTV. They used to have this little series back in the 90s. It was like, I think like 90s, early 2000s. It was like they would like, they would like MTV docuseries is fucking I'm alone and fucking.
Oh, True Life. Yeah. True Life. True Life. I like gambling and jerking off too much. Yeah.
Those are the
Aaron,
ones.
are you a NASCAR fan? You look like a NASCAR fan.
You do look like a NASCAR fan.
No, I've never been to a race. I want to go to one. I hear they're nice, but I've never been to one.
You
sound like
a NASCAR fan and a pedophile.
My family watched it growing up.
Obviously.
Every Sunday the race was on.
My mom had a boyfriend that she dated.
So just go watch the freeway. I don't.
No, it's okay. It's more challenging than that. It's a sport. Okay.
Sport.
It's a good race. Hey, Dale lives on. R.I.P. Dale Earnhardt. He died in it. It's a pretty intense.
It's an intense game.
It's a sport. You can't pee. They're peeing on themselves.
They're peeing on themselves?
They pee on themselves.
I didn't know that. Break that down to us.
Because you can't get out of the car for 4 hours.
I wonder how many of them shit on themselves.
Bet once a year, for sure, someone shits on themselves.
That's crazy.
How many drivers do you think shit themselves?
That's a shitty sport.
It's a shitty sport.
Shitty NASCAR driver, man. Okay.
We've got a new format.
We're trying to get our shit together.
We're trying. So, everyone, how was your week?
Same as every other fucking week.
Interesting. Okay. Thanks for breaking it down. Aaron?
Mine was great. I've got to go to a fucking open mic tonight. I'm not happy about that.
Oh, man.
But
I'm proud of you, dog.
We're going back tonight, 8 o'clock. I'm going to go bomb for 9 other comics with masks on. But
this is your first time getting on stage since quarantine, huh?
Yeah, for like 3 months.
Do you want to practice your material for us?
No, I'm good.
Yo, run through it.
Jared keeps hitting me, asking me to hear you.
I'll record the one tonight. I'll set it up, and I'll send it to the Instagram.
No, just give us 3 minutes of it now.
Yeah.
You want me to read my notes that I have?
No. Perform.
No, I'm not performing right now.
I said this live. This is live.
Read the notes.
Read the notes? You want me to read the notes? Let's see what I got. I don't want to. Okay, I've got. I can't read them right now. They're not done. They gotta be done.
He's like, what did the blind man say when he walked past?
No, I've got the Dixie Stampede. You ever hear that? See, the long bits. It's not gonna be interesting. It's about the Dixie
You
Stampede.
sound real nasal. What's wrong?
I was just gonna say that, yo. How the fuck
You
is
sound hilarious.
I
I was trying to keep it straight, like we'll just keep it moving, but you sound ridiculous.
I'm nasally. I don't.
No,
Is that really your voice right now?
No, that's not a real voice.
I don't know. Is this
You
better?
sound like a
That
cartoon.
nigga sound like a
Cartoon.
a gay cartoon. Cartoon.
Like Hannah Montana in the early years. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Early years. That's like Hannah Montana in the early
In the
years.
early
Yo, put
years.
the mic down for a second. Let's just hear you regular. Top.
This is how I'm talking. I don't know how to
Oh
not
my
talk like this.
Wow.
Well, this
I
episode
think
is going to
somebody
shit.
fucking. I think someone came out the closet this week.
No, no, I don't. I don't know
Jared,
how to.
if there's going to be one episode where we should be more, politically
What's
correct,
wrong
it's
with
this
saying
one.
somebody came out the closet?
Yeah, what's
That's
wrong with
all.
that? Should be good. If I feel
Yeah.
comfortable enough to come out the closet, that'd be a perfect for the Pride episode.
All right, so yeah, so this is the Pride episode.
Okay. How was your week,
Jared's learned
Max?
a lot. How was my week? I don't remember. Every week is the same. Just work,
Oh
setting
my
up the
God.
studio.
Walk
Boring.
around, smoke some
Yeah.
cigarettes, drink a bunch of Red Bulls.
He fell asleep
Pretty much.
last night with the fucking door open, light on. Sleep.
Oh, and all my clothes. Yeah.
Motherfucker was standing up sleeping.
Yeah, I've been falling asleep in weird places. Like this morning, so I woke up, or I fell asleep in all my clothes last night, just like I was on the phone, whatever. I passed out. Woke up at like 3. Like fuck it, I'll get some work done, and then I fell asleep on my desk, like just on top of my computer at like 4 a.m.
That's ridiculous.
I'm getting behind. 1 second.
You on the Red Bull crash, man?
Yep.
Yeah, constantly. But
crazy.
sometimes I do a monster.
Which one worked better?
I don't think either of them will work
You
anymore.
should relapse and go back to snorting cocaine and say, fuck it.
That would be so. I'm open to it at this
Or
point.
do Adderall again. Just get a doctor's prescription.
I can't do whole Adderalls no more.
Oh,
I've cut back.
you're
You're a
done?
pussy.
Yeah, it's fucking me up. I'm getting too nauseous. And I don't really like doing them, man. I just do them when I got a lot of shit to do and a lot of songs to write. But yeah, it's making me. It's not. But it's not the Adderall. It's the fucking coffee.
No, it's that Adderall for sure.
Adderall.
No. I cut back on getting extra shots of my coffee. The coffee.
Oh yeah, he would get like 4 extra shots in his coffee, which is a little out of pocket.
And I
I have a real question. A serious topic, actually. Sorry to interrupt.
cervical.
What? Call me what?
Cervical.
Cervical.
Jarren?
It's an Al Pacino character. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Jarren,
What up?
why do you look like you're wearing makeup?
Because I got beautiful fucking skin.
He's got a glow.
You're glowing.
Oh, fuck.
You're glowing.
That's great.
Dude, before we get into the Pride thing, the Father's Day post of Chris Benoit was the greatest Father's Day post of all time. Maybe my favorite ever.
Yo,
dude.
more than any of the Trump shit, you got so much hate. I know you don't
Oh,
like
I
look
did?
at the tons. Like that crosses a line. You know all these people are like KKK, super racist pieces of shit. That crossed the line. No, I'm saying like you got like 25 responses saying, "Not cool, bro. That crosses a line,
wow.
bro." Yeah, I was gonna tell you, but yeah, I thought it was funny. But yeah, you got like a lot of hate for it. Like that's crossing the line, man.
Okay.
I loved it though.
I liked it.
I like how people that are fan of me to consistently cheer me on to do a song called Schizo about killing people and fucking abusing women and doing drugs get offended by me posting a picture of fucking Chris Benoit. All right, guys. Thank
I
you.
loved it. I thought it was great.
I thought it was my favorite Father's Day post I saw.
Yo, so you've been posting a lot to the high school dropouts page too. This is a highlight of my week. It was some glitch in Instagram because I connected the high school dropouts Instagram to our high school dropouts Facebook page because like I did it for your personal your Jarren Benton shit. So when you post a story on Jarren Benton, it posts a story to Facebook Jarren Benton. So I did the same thing for high school dropouts, but it wasn't going to high school dropouts Facebook. It was going to my personal Facebook.
Oh, wow.
So you posting all this shit of like Al Sharpton, a bunch of N-word stuff, which is fine. but it's all going on my personal story. So like my aunts, my uncles, my little cousins, really religious Jews in like Muncie, New York, are seeing like
amazing
N-word stuff constantly and like F-word stuff constantly. Yeah, I noticed that this morning. So I had to post, I'm sorry if you've been seeing my stories. It wasn't me. I've been hacked.
You said you've been hacked?
This has been happening for like 2 weeks apparently.
That's amazing. Did your parents get?
Probably. Like I looked this morning, there was like 5 stories and each of them had hundreds of views. It was on my personal Facebook.
Did anyone message you or no? They just were like, this is on brand.
They were like,
Max.
wow, Max has turned into an awful human being. We're not speaking to him anymore.
Good.
That's dope.
So that was the highlight of my morning.
That's great. Okay.
All right, I'll tell you the highlight of my morning.
Oh,
I was getting up at 7 o'clock and getting my son, and because apparently his mom was made partner, so I've been having to get him early and having him more than I usually have, which is a good thing. But I'm sleepy as fuck. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I went to the mall today.
Oh, which one?
Flip-flops for swimming. And there was a dude that was beating his wife in the middle of the fucking mall.
Did you help him?
No.
I mean her.
Wow.
Did you help her?
Nah, they called the cops. The cops came there. I ain't gonna say he was beating her, but he was mad, aggressive, screaming at her, grabbing her and shit like that. Yeah, so the cops had to come. It was crazy. It was like the gigantic. I was like, yo, this mall, too many niggas starting to come to this mall. I had to change malls now.
That's the kind of shit that was on my personal Facebook story for the last 2 weeks.
That's good. So stay away from malls, wear a mask.
And be careful with your Facebook stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing a format now. Did we get someone to come on today or no?
But your voice, dog, is crazy.
I'm so
It is
mad.
what it is. We gotta accept it.
I got fucking shit in my nose.
No,
We're accepting his voice. We're accepting gay people. We're very accepting at the high school dropouts from now on.
Pride Month. This happens every June. My nose just turns like this.
It's a progressive episode.
Progressive. Yeah. We're gonna get woke on Pride Month. That's the first topic. First topic.
I can't take this seriously. We gotta rock with it.
They're gonna get guys in Pride Month.
It's Pride Month. This is how my nose turns every Pride Month. It gets stoppy. Why do I say I can't stop? I'm canceling the open mic. I'm not going if I'm gonna sound like this.
Oh, you definitely shouldn't do an open mic tonight. You sound ridiculous.
Open mic to make it funny.
I sound like shit right now. What the?
I wouldn't say shit. You sound funny.
Sound like a Southern gay guy.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna do Pride Month for the history of June.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
No, this is how I sound now. But
you were joking at first.
Okay, so this is well, I don't even recognize.
I know. I just realized. I know how you probably think I got makeup on because I got a light right here. So
you got a fancy light.
You got fancy makeup light.
Not a fancy light. It's
fancy makeup light. That's fine.
Oh, that is I like that.
Light.
I saw that on fucking Amazon. I like that light.
No, you didn't. My homeboy made this light.
Is it not an Edison bulb? It's a regular bulb?
He handmade this lamp. He got a shit that came with it.
Well, they sell one on Amazon too. That looks.
Maybe that nigga lied. Why they make this shit, lying ass nigga?
Yeah, you got it on Amazon. Yeah, we have a guest today. It's Nick. So Nick is my friend and your friend Aaron. He's a gay guy.
I want to break. I guess we tried to do this before, but so it's like my second time meeting Nick. First time meeting Nick. So, I throw the F word around here and there, and I'm talking about, the F bomb, Francine. And Nick, I never met.
Not the word fuck.
Yeah, I never met the guy. Seems like a great guy. He was telling me that he had a problem as a gay guy with that word, and I wanted to give him the opportunity to come on the podcast to, express himself. And it is Pride Week, so we're doing this for Pride Month, man. This is our Pride episode. I am running for president, so.
I think at the end of so to break down the new format, we talk about our weeks a little, we bring up like our topic of the week, and then we have an interview with someone who can relate to that topic. And then I think a little bonus at the end of the fucking episode, we come up with a policy based on what we learned that week for Jarren's presidency.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Oh, wait, so the topic is Pride history. Would you guys do you guys know where Pride Month started?
No, break it down. I know you did some research. We'd love to learn.
Where do you think it
Out of your
started?
asshole.
Why do you think it started in June?
Nasally ass voice.
I can't.
All right, I'm being serious. I hope Nick's not watching this.
So why it started in June is because of the Stonewall uprising in New York. Have y'all heard of that?
No. Max,
Okay.
you're from New York, right?
From the Bronx.
So in New York City, throughout New York State, it was illegal to serve alcohol to a gay person until 1966.
That is the craziest law I've ever heard. That may be crazier than fucking it being illegal to marry a white woman. That is insane.
Illegal to serve alcohol to them.
They're like, I don't want to see them get too riled up.
Yeah.
Really having partying, so let's make it illegal.
You'll start sucking. We're scared they're gonna suck their dicks or something. I don't know
Once they
why.
get drunk, they're gonna start sucking everyone's dick on here. So let's make it illegal to serve alcohol to gays.
And in 1969, homosexuality was still considered a criminal offense.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Which is
That's still a fact in mad places. Like I was in Morocco, and it's illegal to do gay shit in Morocco. And it's really
listen to Pat Benatar.
I love Pat Benatar. Don't speak ill about Pat Benatar. That's our song, Jarren. That's you and I's song.
It's not our fault.
Can we play that song? Oh, we'll probably we can't.
No,
That's
licensing
crazy though. It was illegal to serve gay guys alcohol.
so the mafia. This is what a lot of this shit happened. The mafia started opening up gay bars because they're like, "Fuck it,
That's fire.
we'll make money."
Yeah.
So they would all the Stonewall Inn, which is the Stonewall Uprising, was owned by the mafia, and they continued to make a profit. They cared little about what happened, and the police would do raids on gay bars, which was wild too. They would go undercover. I don't know what they would be dressed like in the gay bar, but
I'm sorry to cut you off. Was your people seeing my fucking Pride Month post?
Yeah, they saw everything linked to my fucking personal Facebook. It was awful. I think like half my fucking extended family like defended me. Welcome.
Oh, I love it.
So undercover officers went into the Stonewall Inn on June 28th, 1969 in plain clothes, and they decided to raid at 1:15 in the morning. And then apparently the events did not unfold according to inspectors' plans. And this is a quote from, I guess, a cop or something. But this is what they said. The turning point came when the police had difficulty keeping a dyke in the patrol car. This is on the Government Library of Congress website. Three times she slid out and tried to walk away.
Holy.
The last time a cop bodily heaved her in the crowd shriek, police brutality, pigs. A few coins sailed through the air. They were throwing nickels and quarters at the cops. And then that's when the uprising happened for a week after that, all because of one brave dyke would not stay in the patrol
That's
car.
amazing. I know people are offended by the F word. Are lesbians offended by the D word?
I feel like they probably are, right?
Yeah, I don't think anyone says dyke like not.
I tell you, they are. I had an incident. They are. So once I dropped out of school, I don't know why. I got the soy sauce. I'll explain this in a minute. So once I dropped out of school, I tried to go to college for a minute. I went to a couple colleges. And I went for audio engineering, right? And so we were learning like how to edit video, believe it or not. So we were taking movies. I told a homie of mine, we partnered up, we had a project together. So we took Child's Play and we were just like mouthing our own shit in there and like taking the vocals down, like taking the vocals and putting our own shit. And so it was a part when Chucky, make a long story short, we made Chucky say something about a dyke or something about a gay woman. And the teacher walked by and saw it, and I guess she was lesbian, and she just got so offended and like just went off on us. But she mainly went off on the homie because he was the one that originally did it. So it was crazy. So yeah, dyke is, I guess, offensive.
Yeah, you can't say it. You can't say dyke. I don't even know what it means. What does it mean? Just like a
It's like a tool or some shit.
dyke.
Isn't a dike a tool?
A dike is like a dam, right?
Yeah, like a ditch. Like, isn't it?
Well, this is spelled D-Y-K-E, and the definition on Google is a lesbian. That's it. A lesbian, period.
Oh.
Gotta go deeper on that.
But, yeah, I guess it's a slang term. Yeah, so anyways, a dyke made the movement, but that's why it's always in June, is because of the Stonewall Uprising, where the gay dudes were like, fuck this, we're going to keep doing our thing. Oh, it was also, I found out there was a law because they were arresting cross-dressers because it was illegal to wear fewer than 3 items of gender-inappropriate clothing. So
it sounds so fucking ridiculous.
What if it was illegal? Is it illegal for a black dude to wear whiteface?
Well,
No.
It's not. I don't think it's illegal for.
Well, not now.
It's coming in 10 years.
It'll be illegal. Blackface will be illegal.
Not illegal, but whites will start to.
No, I'm saying whiteface.
Yeah. White people will start to fucking, get pissed off about whiteface in 10 years.
Dyke originated as a homophobic and misogynistic slur for a masculine, butch, tomboyish, or androgynous girl or woman. But it's also been reappropriated by out and proud lesbians to imply assertiveness and toughness, or simply as a neutral synonym for lesbian. So unclear. Probably if we use it, we're pieces of shit. If they use it, it's fine.
So being gay was a crime. Sodomy is still a crime in some laws.
That's crazy. Like, how did they even find out? It's like, hey, we're gonna do a fucking. That's crazy.
There was a story of an ex-boyfriend of a dude. He was mad at him, so he called the cops and said there was a burglary. And the cops came in, and the 2 dudes were butt fucking, and they arrested them for sodomy. So it can be done.
It's so ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous shit. All this shit is, I mean, I know we evolved from fucking, Neanderthals and all this shit. We really we evolved a lot, but a lot of shit, we really mentally is like shit, like just hearing shit like that is crazy. It's like,
there's this thing
not that long ago.
Sodomy laws in California. It says now it is sodomy or anal sex is now perfectly legal in California. California residents, no matter their sexual orientation or gender, are legally allowed to engage in anal sex, which is just
that's crazy.
It's wild. It's wild that they say that we're like free and all this stuff, but like not that long ago you couldn't.
It's never logic behind these laws, because it's like, hey, it's legal to, you can tatch yourself up, you can smoke cigarettes, you can poison your body, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. We can serve you food that's bad for you, but God forbid you put your cock in somebody's asshole.
But I think sodomy, I'm not sure the definition, because I think it's changed over time.
It's technically any sexual act that's not
for procreate. Well, so it says here, sodomy is generally anal or oral sex between people or sexual activity between a person and a non-human animal. But it may also mean any non-procreated sexual activity, which would be any gay sex or oral sex. Originally, the term was restricted to oral sex. So unclear what the fuck sodomy means.
Whatever. It's crazy that it was even that fucking Congress was like, we gotta stop.
And what's crazy is I guarantee you half of the people that made these laws were fucking dudes in the ass.
For sure. Yeah,
you see Lindsey Graham, the senator, there's like a bunch of male escorts that are like, we fuck them all the time. They call him Lady G.
Yeah, that's what's so crazy. That's why I was saying, and I said it's the last, but we never, I'll say it now. It's a new idea. Not a new idea, I guess. Anyway. I never understood, hatred towards a person, whatever the fuck they want to do. Like, I may not be gay, but I don't give a fuck what they do. Like, what a gay person does with their life, I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't know how it affects me. So it's so crazy. That's why I was saying anyone that feels so, I know I know you have religion behind it as well, but just in general, like people that feel so fueled up by this shit, it kind of make me think, I think that it may be some deeper issues. I think they may be.
You think?
Gayness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the Jewish community really strict about it?
It's not allowed, but Orthodox Jews,
No,
Yeah, it's not allowed.
that's crazy.
Right.
But I guess so is not marrying a non-Jewish person.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that's not allowed. Like eating fucking a cheeseburger is not allowed. So there's a lot of shit that's not allowed. But I know that we don't like. But I haven't seen the same level as. I think in the community, if you are gay, you either leave the community or you like keep it under wraps. But I don't know that. You know, I didn't grow up with like. Well, we definitely like kids are saying the F word, but like. There wasn't like mad hate around about it, but it was not really talked about. So I don't know what that means, but yeah, there's definitely like the religious component. Then there's just like the hate, and they're somewhat related. I think they can also be separate. Like you can be non-religious and just be insecure. I think that's a component of it. But like even the religious shit, like when it was originally written by whoever, whenever, like where does that come from? Like why did they put that in there? Because earlier than that, the Greeks or Romans, whoever the fuck they were fucking like crazy.
Little boys.
Yeah, they're fucking boys. So I don't know when it became some type of thing and when it was not allowed. But I mean, definitely in the Old Testament, it's, you know, you're not to lay with whatever the fuck. But all sex, actually, that's not like condoms are also not okay according to Jewish law.
Yeah, and Catholics are like that too. No
Oh, really? Yeah. Like literally, the point of sex, you're supposed to enjoy it when you have it, but the fucking point is to have kids.
You hear that, fellas? That's what y'all can tell women now if you want to go on a raw.
Listen,
My higher power says,
my higher power says I gotta fuck you raw.
I gotta fuck you raw.
and leave it in.
And my higher power also
Is
says,
this a policy? Can this be the policy?
Yep,
yeah.
you must leave it in.
My higher power also says that I have the right to not take care of the kid if there's any kids to come out of this.
I don't think that's in there, but
it's in the policy.
It's Jarren's president.
Hey.
Oh my God. I think you might get 0 female voters.
No. Now this is real talk. I know this may not sound popular. Okay.
Let's hear it.
You and a female, right? You both take responsibility, right? Let's just say you have unprotected sex. Things come with unprotected sex, like children. Let's say you have a child. And you both are kind of not sure, like, you know, you don't know if you want to keep the child or have an abortion. And let's just say one of you want to have an abortion, the other one wants to keep it. And you tell the other one, you know, this is your position and that's their position. You can't really, as a man, you really don't have a say. So really, you know, it's a woman's choice at the end of the day. But if she decides to keep that kid and you didn't want the kid, there definitely should be a law that says you have the right. And I would never do that. I take care of my kids, but I'm saying that there should be a law that's saying you could write away your rights. You chose not to have a kid.
The alternative is that you can force them to have it. So either they're on their own or they have to have an abortion. That's not fair. You shouldn't come in a raw.
Hey, that's a choice too. There's choices. So I'm just giving.
But it should be a sliding scale. If you're fucked up and you say before the kid is born, you should get off for like 35%, not 50.
What about male birth control? Why don't they have that yet?
They were working on that. That was supposed to be a thing.
But then fucking coronavirus now.
The high school dropouts invest?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
honestly, we need to get an ad.
Birth control. Because with women's birth control, you know, both of my kids' mom didn't like birth control because it fucked with their hormones.
Yeah. Makes them grumpy.
Yeah.
Fucking, I sent this girl $50 to buy the Plan B, and she didn't buy it. She like told me the next time. I think I've already told this story.
Yeah.
I was so angry. I won't speak to her anymore.
But you had sex with her again, so you're not that.
Yeah, but then after that, I made her get another one. I'm not talking about this.
Whatever. You made her get another one. You texted the link to us again?
You made her sounds kind of.
I was joking.
Sound right.
Yeah, I sent it to you guys. I meant to send it to Nick.
So we're gonna have Nick on to talk about his experience. Because
by made, I meant asked nicely.
But you made her.
No, I would never. That's not. No.
I was looking up. I was just curiously looking up like what happens if you crushed up Plan B and put it in a chick's drink. Apparently,
just curious, just for the science of it.
Yeah. Just, I was looking up for
chemistry.
Yeah.
Jared's big on chemistry.
I think there was a case where a dude did it and he got locked up. He's serving like some
Yeah.
time. Look it up.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a weight limit on it too. Did we discuss that last time?
What?
Gotta
You
give a
can.
bitch too.
It's only 160-pound weight limit on one pill. If not, you kind of got to double. You got to buy two.
Oh, if she's over 160, you got to get 2.
Yeah, there's a weight limit.
So Jarren, I know you like to fuck fat women.
I've had sex with a couple of fat women here and there.
I've had sex with one.
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 That's it.
Yeah.
You're lying like that.
Maybe one fatty and one chub.
I think this
isn't the women's power episode. It's the
about pride.
So we're fine.
Listen, I'm not body shaming. I don't have a problem with
No,
that.
I'm not. I said I fuck. I'm just saying. We might need to
Like it was a
part out.
negative. Like,
Yeah,
No.
I definitely have to. Yeah.
No, it's just
And
less
you called it-
expensive.
and you called it a fatty. You said a fatty.
No, I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is like it's more like I'm Jewish, so it's like a cheap thing. Like you only have to buy one pill, not two. That's what I meant.
Okay, yeah, reflecting
Yeah.
back to Judaism.
Yeah.
Did you? So we're gonna get Nick in here, right?
Yeah.
To talk about his experience.
Do you think Nick is wearing a sailor outfit?
As what?
What?
What'd you say?
No.
You think it's fun to be gay?
That's a good question. We're asking.
Yeah. Perfect person.
It seems like fun. It seems like they just bottle of just fun and sassiness.
Sassiness. They fuck all the time.
They do fuck a lot.
They don't have to fuck.
Grindr
they don't talk to
seems-
women.
That's
I
great.
would be scared.
Of what?
Same shit Magic Johnson was scared of.
I don't think he was that scared. All right. So a couple days ago, we did an interview with Nick. We're going to play it now. And that's the episode. Happy Pride. We're with you.
Happy Pride Month. We're with you. Keep your dicks tucked and dance.
Hell yeah, brother. Boom. Okay.
It's Pride Month, and we have a special guest. First time meeting my man, and I say this to say that he's a friend of Max. His name is Nick, and Nick heard a couple of, times where I use the F word. And by the F word, is it cool to say? I don't like saying words or whatever. I give you white people permission to. You don't have to say the N word. You can just say nigger. So I said the word faggot, and Nick had a problem with it, and I wanted to bring him on and discuss this. And I think it's a good. Actually, what better time to discuss this than Pride Month? Nick, how you doing, man? Nice to meet you.
Hey, what's going on, Jarren?
Hey, don't kill yourself, man. Fucking zooming and driving.
I know. I'm like 2 minutes away from Pink Cloud Studios, so I'm like trying to find a place to actually sit for a second. But anyway.
Not trying to be funny at all. You just happen to be on here. Pink Cloud kind of sounds like a nice gay bar name, don't it?
It kind of does. It kind of does, which I'm very attracted to that. Pink Cloud Studios. That's a great that's a great gay bar name.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna open it up, man. I got you, dog. So it was Pride Week, man. So we were talking. You were saying, fortunately Max played some stupid clip of me going on, just being ignorant, using the F word, and I just wanted to talk to you about it, man. How do you feel about that? People using that word.
First of all, I don't want to I don't feel like I'm a spokesperson for the LGBTQ plus community. I do have an issue with the word faggot just because it is always derogatory. I guess some people use it as it's a camaraderie thing or whatever, but honestly, I just feel like it's derogatory always. There's no there's never a good way to say faggot.
That is,
it's crazy.
Comes off weird. What?
It does that, and that's kind of why I said it's like an insult. But what's the irony of it is when I say it, I don't even think about gay people. When I think about the word faggot, it doesn't I'm not thinking of homosexuality. I'm thinking of,
What do you think?
it's like saying just it's sort of like if someone like, yo, you a bitch, or fuck you, you cunt. You know what I'm saying? It's a derogatory thing, but I'm not saying it in the form of insulting homosexuals. I'm just saying it just to insult anybody. So I've never even really used the word in the negative connotation towards homosexuals.
It's just negative straight up.
It's just
It's just all around negativity. It was used by like the Catholic Church to people that were heretics or like sexually immoral or gay, or actually it was used to also like be derogatory towards women mostly. Heretic
like, what was the insult? I'm sorry to cut you off. What was the insult? So they call women that word, but what did it mean to call a woman that?
Well, that's interesting, because also this kind of goes along with what you were saying, but I feel like it's meant to degrade feminine qualities always. Like,
see, that's another thing I never even think of when I said I'm not thinking of anything to degrade feminine qualities, or it's sort of like if I called a person a bitch, or if I called a person
yeah, but what are you doing when you call a person a bitch, though?
I'm trying to insult them.
Not just you. So would I. Like, you'd use
right, but like what?
Like asshole.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, so like asshole.
No, but
I say asshole.
More like feminine twist, like they're being like weenie.
I kind of disagree with that. I think bitch is a little more, because bitch can also be like, oh, you dirty bitch, or oh, you silly bitch. Like, it can be used in a more positive way, I think, even more so than the F word. I think bitch can be more in a way of being like, oh, you bad bitch. Like, it can be used in a more fun way, at least in my opinion. Like, I think even in non-feminine, it does a bunch have be like, what are you, a bitch? You can do that. But it also can be like, you dirty bitch, which I think is more of like, you piece of shit, than like, it's not more like, oh, you feminine piece of shit. It's just like, you dirty bitch. Why would you eat my cereal or whatever, you know?
Yeah. You know, I would love to hear a female dog's perspective on the word bitch. Hey, yo, Nick, so did you have you ever encountered like, you know, negative, did you have any kind of, and if you feel comfortable sharing this, did you have any, maybe high school or even through your adulthood, did you have problems with people using that word towards you? Or
I mean, yeah, I think every kind of queer person has like an experience, at least one. I mean, I grew up going to like high school in Birmingham, Alabama, so like there was like no way around that, in my opinion. And there was this one time where I was doing like a musical theater show in Atlanta, and this straight guy called me a faggot. And I was like, you do musical theater too, like you're like, I don't know.
When did you come out? Were you 17. Out in high school at 17?
Yeah, I came out after high school.
Were you trying to hide it in high school, or were you?
Oh yeah, I was just generally trying to hide in high school. Like I went to an actual like high school 9th grade year, and then after that I was like, fuck this, I'm homeschooling. So like I did homeschool for.
That's got to be hard. I always imagine that in the gay community, that's got to be hard, like to be attracted to the opposite sex, and not opposite sex, Jesus, to be attracted to the same sex, but you got to suppress that because you got to hide that. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine like me trying to hide that I like women, and it's like, that's got to be difficult. Was that like, how the fuck did you even get through that?
Well, I think it was also because like I just had a high pitched voice, and like I was like a little queer, so it was like I was like an easy target, I feel like. And granted, like I didn't even know I was gay until I was 16.
That's interesting.
I didn't even know. I didn't even like put it all together. Like, oh, I did have a crush on my history teachers or whatever. But like, you know, it's like, I don't know.
When did you? So that's interesting too. Like, when did you find that out? Was it just certain shit? Was it Was it shit like that, or was it? I'm not trying to be funny. Was it shit like, oh man, I really do like fucking Grease a lot. I'm just saying, like the fucking show. Was it like? Was it stupid shit like that? Like, what was it? Like, how did you know?
Yeah, that's a great movie.
I like Grease too, by the way. So I mean,
I thought you were gonna call me an F word.
How did I know? That's like a really interesting question. That's a really good question because I just like didn't. I guess like at a certain point I just added all of these things up. Like, why am I not getting like attention from this guy I like, or
so
like,
you knew you
things
liked
that?
Was it that you knew you were attracted to men? Like, at what age did you know you was attracted to dudes?
I think like knowing I'm attracted and like being attracted are like two different things. Like I was attracted, but I like did not have the awareness, like self-awareness at all until I was like 16. So like I guess like
break that down.
I guess like the first time that I was attracted to another boy was when I was like 7, and I had this friend Chase. I was driving with my parents and I asked them like, could I marry Chase? And they were like, no, you can't like fucking marry Chase. Like that's not that's not what we're doing here.
Chase sounds like he was shredded too. Chase
was shredded at 7 and was in the closet for sure.
Yeah,
Chase was my ride or die right there. He was.
But I mean, that is you can't. I'm trying to think of even when I knew that like girl. Like I guess it's just always.
I was super young. I thought about girls. I thought about like it was so many girls. Even I can recall my first kindergarten crush. It was this chick. Her name was Natalie, man. But it was like every year it would be a different. It was I was kind of girl crazy as a kid, man. So I kind of knew, and then plus I was sneaking as a young kid to watch fucking like HBO, to watch the little bullshit cheap porn they had, and just I was obsessed with just looking at ladies' tits. So it just little kid shit. I was young though. You don't remember being young like that, doing that shit?
What were you
doing? God bless me. I tried to look at tits. I did.
That's a good question. Like, what is that? It does nothing to you, right?
When like a movie with like a guy that was really buff and had his shirt off at like when you were like young, like 10 or something, would that excite you? Or because there's one is like, do you like girls? The other is like, how early are you like sexualizing things? It's different, right?
Like I grew up with like a very conservative Christian family, so like I had like attractions, but like I was like literally not. Like you could not go there in your mind. Like any impure thought, you were like going to hell. You know?
Do you remember like growing up, like in the church? Did you ever
remember growing up?
like talking about like how being gay is bad? Because I know like growing up in like my church, like it was for some reason like I remember like it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. But I don't like I was like 8 or whatever, you know. But I don't know if you remember that shit too, where it's like. You kind of hear that this is like a bad thing, but you don't even know why. But people are just talking about it all the time in the church.
Can I cut you? I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna just say this first. No, go on, Nick. Say that. I don't mean no. I was gonna say something. Go on, Nick.
Okay. So, yeah. I mean, I knew like it wasn't a good thing just because of my parents telling me, or like. A good thing just because they would just keep reaffirming the idea that like gays were bad and you know like homosexuality, like you would go to hell and all of that, but that was more in like the household, I feel like. But like I did come out to my pastor at 16 or around like 16, and like he like stopped talking to me completely.
That's crazy. See, that's weird. I probably could do like a little documentary how I grew up. It's weird because even though I say that word, I grew up around gays. I had a gay cousin. He was older than me, and he grew up. My grandma, he was always in trouble, kicked out of his house, so he ended up living with my grandma.
Was he kicked out for doing like criminal shit or gay stuff?
Criminal shit. No, nobody in my family. Everybody in my family. I grew up in this like very tolerant, like kind of weird, like not even weird, but just super loving. Then so my cousin ended up living with us, but he had like tons of gay friends around. They were doing like drag shows and shit like that. Nobody said anything negative. It was just very accepting, just cool, just open. So I kind of grew up knowing gay people and having a family. We never was taught hate and no shit like that. And the irony is that I use that word.
Damn, I wish I grew up like that.
Nick stopped me whenever or whatever, but I was gonna maybe play your video, if you're into that, and we get like
my coming out video or what video?
Oh, I don't know.
Is there a video?
Your music video?
Oh yeah, play my video. It's cute.
Who produced this? Max?
It happens every time when I'm in this place. I remember the time you broke your glass and made a funny face. I wish I could touch it now. Every time I think about it, it's so simple, but it's funny how these memories lost get discovered so easily when zoning out. I hate it how it's not about you, but it is about you, and I'm the only one that suffers from being here.
That's it.
Here and thinking.
Yep.
I mean, to me, that video is like this. It's like, I mean, the song is beautiful, but the video is like basic, except for the fact that it's two dudes. Like it's like
right.
Like it's
right.
a music video with like there's a relationship and then they get into a fight and whatever. But like the difference is that it's two dudes and that like you just don't see.
I mean, you do.
Yeah.
I mean, you do see it. Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is good now that, you know, they are showing a lot of you know, homosexual relationships and stuff like that on television. They got a lot of like, you know, little shows and shit like that. I don't know. I just never got like whatever a fucking person chooses to do. That's what they fucking like. Why do you? I wonder how much of the hatred comes from just insecurity within their own masculinity. I wonder. I'm pretty sure a good amount of it is taught hate, and I'm pretty sure there's probably some to where people feel uncomfortable with just masculinity.
It's definitely taught, but like initially, like back in the day when, you know, it was written that it's illegal or whatever, not godly. Where was that? Was that like the dudes who were writing that were like insecure? Is that what it was? I mean, now it's different, right? Now it's taught, and enhanced probably by insecurity. But like initially, because like there were also times back in the day where it was fine, you know. And so,
yeah, I mean, the Romans and shit, that was their thing.
I don't think any of us are historians.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we don't. We're high school dropouts. We don't fucking know.
Anyway, this is not a history podcast.
Yeah.
Clearly, it says high school dropouts.
But I think we're taught how to be masculine, and if you don't fit in that, like you're a faggot, or like you're and
Watch
and that's what.
Watch that word, please.
Thank you.
I think you can say it, man.
Oh, is that how it works?
I mean, I think I still kind of even feel uncomfortable saying it, but I just like say it anyway because, you know,
Is there
whatever.
Are you the only one without a word?
Yeah, I don't have a word.
Finally.
I don't have a word at
He
all.
loses.
How did you grow up? Okay, on your side, Aaron, did you grow up with like, you know, because I know you said you grew up in the church and shit like that. Was it taught like to look at you know, homosexuals in a certain way?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up. I grew up. All sex is bad, really, unless you're married to a woman. Anything outside of that is a sin and wrong. Whether it's porn or like I had shame with watching porn. I would try to not watch it as like a 16-year-old because I was like, oh God, the church said this is bad. Like this is a sin. So I grew up with like a whole idea of sex without not in a marriage is wrong. I still feel not that I feel that way, but I have those feelings of guilt. Like if I bone, like just for fun, I get the demons come out. I get
That's crazy.
I still can't even. Porn,
got in you.
So it sounds like religion is the shit that's really the toxic thing to make you feel a certain way.
Oh,
yeah, it's
yes.
I mean, if even me, I was like stopped believing in God when I was like 16, but it was still already in there. It's like from the crucial points.
Yeah.
Like a child to 14, 15, where this was like my life, and then all of a sudden you're taught of all this stuff. I don't know if it'll ever go away.
I don't know, like same, but then it's gone. Like I don't believe I'm on some other shit. It's gone from me. Like I get what you're saying, and it's strange that to me it's strange that like when I get some like I understand having some remnants of that, but to me it's strange that it's still as much there as it is for a lot of people. Because like for me it was like the thing was bad, blah blah blah. Then it was like, okay, I don't believe in this shit, and like for a few years some lingering things. So an interesting one for me is I grew up Orthodox Jewish, obviously. So like all the shit y'all are talking about and some other weird shit, like shellfish is dirty, it's not kosher, we don't eat it. Pig.
Why is shellfish considered?
Well, there's a few reasons, but it's funny that I still have some. It's funny because with pig, I love bacon, all that shit, but like shrimp is still like a little gross to me, and I don't know if that's because of that, because like from my whole life, like shrimp was considered gross, and it kind of still is to me. So I don't know, but like in terms of like most shit, it hasn't. Like I eat cheeseburgers, I watch porn, I don't give a fuck.
The only thing that makes me feel guilty is just because I'm cheating. I mean, I don't cheat anymore, but it would just make me feel guilty because I was a piece of shit cheating.
There's like not a hell in like Jewish and like
it's like
in Judaism.
You go to a place where you're horrible with saving money.
Aye. No, but listen.
You don't pay attention to the prices.
I don't have that bad feeling anymore. Okay, listen. We need to wrap this up with a policy in Jarren Benton's New America.
An LGBTQ pro policy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy. I didn't really I always thought religion was bullshit, even as a kid.
The policy
it was very acceptant.
Must kiss a boy.
I think everyone, Jarren.
I'm not attracted to men, so I mean.
We need to have a policy. If you're running for president, there's policies. You need a policy. What is your policy?
What did he said something about kissing him? What did you say?
I said you must kiss a boy.
Everyone has to kiss one boy.
That's not a policy. What is that? That doesn't do anything to their cause. So the policy has to be something that they feel oppressed by, and we gotta.
So against this, listen. It would give you a little bit of understanding. You know what I mean? It would ensure that you're. I mean, I think one little.
I think you know what? I think you should blow a guy, Max.
Oh.
That's his policy.
That's the policy. I will write that in the thing. Max has to blow a guy.
Our policy is do whatever you want.
But you guys grew up fucked up with the religion, so you guys have to, jump in the shoes.
Jump in the shoes.
Okay, Max. I'm gonna be at the studio in 5 minutes.
All right, and that is the end of the.
All right.
He's coming in with his cock out, Max. So
yeah, we'll do it after. I'm gonna go pee real quick first. So hold
on. All right. I gotta go pee. Are you gonna let some fucking air out your voice? That's crazy. I really thought he was joking.
Yeah, that was fucking bizarre.
Oh shit! I'm fucking like a southern twink.
All right. So that was the interview. Nick's pretty fucking cool. I'm glad y'all got to meet and shit.
We're not gonna say the F word anymore.
We'll probably say it a little bit, but less.
A little less.
A little less.
I don't really say it that much to begin with, but
they say it some.
We'll say it a little less, and then
Say
maybe
it a little less.
no more
I
dying.
I'll probably still use it every once in a while. Throw it around.
Progress. I think is
Progress, not
important.
perfection. But we're here. So what did we learn today? We learned the
Listen, I'm
words
not
of
out here
love.
trying to stop an old white guy who's in his fucking 70s to 80s. I'm not trying to tell him to stop saying the N-word. It's just, he just can't say it around me.
Wait, what are we talking about now?
Well, he's saying he's like the 60 to 70-year-old white guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
word.
he's not going to say it around gay people, but he's going to say it amongst.
He's gonna call me it every once in a while.
I'm
probably.
still gonna call you a faggot, Mac.
Yeah.
But that was good. Look, progress. Only one F word. We get one a week.
Real talk. Listen, gays.
Oh my God.
I'm with y'all.
Woo!
I understand the struggle too. And I'm not homophobic, and I don't have anything against the gay community. And when I use the F word, I'm not even referring to homosexuality. I'm just referring to just people I might not like. It's just like saying cunt or bitch. I explained that on the episode.
Yeah.
But I definitely will. I'm definitely aware of how people feel and how offensive it could sound to, people in certain and maybe not just all gay people. It sounds offensive to people in general. So I will work on toning down. I worked on it on my raps. Like I don't really.
But it doesn't work very hard, so we won't make that progress.
All right. Fucked up now. I'm out of here, bitch.
All right. Well, hey, happy Pride.
Fuck you. Hey
Happy
guys.
Pride.
Listen, no, I was talking to the gay community. So listen up, man.
Wait, now you're still talking to the gay community, or now you're talking to me?
Both. That's what I told you. Listen up. You're in the gay community. You messed the joke up. Anyway, I was saying though, listen, gays. I don't have anything against gay people.
Listen, gays isn't really the way to start.
I'm talking to the gay community. What do you want? I don't know their fucking name.
Yeah, he's all of
them. You want to call every gay person by first name?
Yeah, list them all.
Listen, Max Alcatraz. Trying to think of some more. Listen, the gay community. When I say that word, it's not a fucking attack on gays. It's just been embedded in my language, and people take that word and it's just a negative word to say towards people. But I am open to trying to eliminate that out of my vocabulary because I don't want to be offensive. I don't mean to offend people by my words, and I understand it. But by any means, I'm not homophobic, and by any means, I don't have anything against you guys. I wish you the best in your fight. I even go out there and march for gay rights and shit like that for y'all, man. So yeah, that's it.
You would, but you don't.
I mean, they got their fucking rights.
Hey, we can butt fuck now. We're good, baby. Let's go.
Now we need to have a policy. And I think we had a proposal in mind, Aaron. Everyone has to kiss a dude.
No.
Our policy is leave it in.
Max just want that policy because that's what he wants to do. So it's like, hey, so when we catch him fucking tonguing down some dude in West Hollywood, he's like, I'm just working on the policy.
I'm doing the work for running for president. I saw him on Grindr now.
Honestly,
fuck you.
I love you guys. So what's the policy? We need a policy. If you're gonna run for president, it's about policy.
We already made the policy. We're leaving it in. No more condoms. They're illegal.
Yeah, unless you got AIDS.
Unless you got AIDS.
Or any other STDs.
All right, that's the policy.
The policy is leave it in, no condoms, unless you have AIDS.
Now listen, this is what I do for the gay community. I'll make a national Sylvester fucking week for y'all. So on top of Pride Week, y'all get Sylvester Week too. Sylvester's that.
First of all, it's Pride Month. Second of all, what the fuck is Sylvester Week?
Yeah.
He's a gay guy that sing that famous song. It's like, you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know that song.
Look it up, Sylvester.
Okay.
I don't know how he. He was. His song was actually a dope song, man. Disco dude back in the 70s.
Let's see. Okay, so what is the week gonna entail?
Another gay icon.
So what week is it?
What's the gayest week of the fucking day of the month? Monday sounds gay.
Monday's not a week.
I know it's not a week. Listen.
How do you spell Sylvester, or whatever his name is?
Ylvester. Yeah. So we start on a Monday. This is the gayest day of the week, and we'll go from Monday to Monday, man. We just fucking partying.
Partying, glitter everywhere, free glitter.
I'll meet y'all in West Hollywood.
We'll be in West Hollywood campaigning. They're gonna really vote for us. This is good.
Take that part out, Max. That's
Exactly. Whatever. We'll end on the.
It sound disingenuous. It sounds like I'm making fun of gays, which I'm not.
No.
Oh, so there really is going to be a Sylvester week?
I don't know about Sylvester. I mean, whoever the icon is, we have like we'll celebrate one of the gayest, like biggest icons in the gay community.
Sure.
You know, we got like MLK. We'll give the gays something like
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury, yeah. And I like a lot of music, a lot of. That's what I'm saying. I'm definitely not homophobic. There's a lot of gay artists that I enjoy. I like Queen. I dig Boy George. I like Depeche Mode.
Michael Jackson.
I don't think Mike was gay.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. He was.
I'm a big fan of Aaron Cohen.
Aaron Cohen.
Yeah.
We love a lot of gay artists. Put your headphones back on. Okay. So that was the episode.
Little leprechaun twink, Aaron Cohen.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna eat a sandwich. This was good. Be good.
Listen to this. You like this beat?
I do like this. Did you make this?
Yeah. Look at Mac. It's not Simon and Garfunkel.
Ooh.
Can you sample Simon and Garfunkel for some?
You should sample Simon and Garfunkel. Wait, I'm gonna stop recording because Max took off his headphones. I'm stopping recording.
You should come out to that for your
For my open mic?
Yeah.
Text it to me. I'll come out to it right now.